that'll happen down the line. And right now I'm just focused on these next 4 games and the direction we're going with Joe. I'm obviously an older player in the league. I still have a number of years on my contract. Would love to still play to 40, and I think there's an interest on who the next guy would be, but Mark and Brian and I have always had good lines of communication. Their offices, like they say, are always open. I've had conversations with them like I've had with Ted over the years, and I'm not needing to be involved in that process.
How do you, one of the leaders of this team, how do you lead this team with Joe Philbin now the interim coach moving forward, 4 games left?
Well, Joe and I have been around each other for a long time, and there's again a lot of mutual respect there. He's been our offense coordinator on a couple stints. He was in a different room when I got here in 05, but I've always appreciated his approach and his work ethic and his communication style, and we'll just try and do the best we can these next 4 weeks on communicating and getting this thing finished up the right way.
Aaron, would you be open at this stage in your career to going through the process of learning a new offense, or would you like to see a new head coach with West Coast principles?
Well, I think a lot of teams in the league run the same plays. They just call them differently, or there's number systems, or there's strictly conceptual offenses. I think my football aptitude, I'm able to adjust if we need to. I've been in the same system for 14 years. So obviously I have a lot of comfort in this, but whoever they bring in, I'm sure will be somebody with their own ideas, and we'll adjust accordingly when we get there.
Aaron, a lot of times when this happens, players come out and play really well in the stretch after. Some people think it's because the players want to show, hey, it wasn't me, we weren't the problem. Is that, do you think there's a sense of that?
Well, I think we all share in the responsibility. That's the toughest part. I mean, the players are the ones who are playing. Obviously, coaches have a responsibility to prepare and teach and demand, but the players are on the field performing, and obviously our performance level wasn't such that we could, keep Mike in his place.
Were you surprised by the timing of it, the fact they did fire him with 4 games to go?
I mean, I think we were all surprised last night. I mean, there was, like I said, a great deal of frustration about the performance individually and collectively as a squad, losing the game we should have won. And yeah, surprised about the timing, but again, those are decisions that Mark is making, and with Brian's help, and we're just going to keep on moving forward.
Aaron, we've seen some Hall of Fame quarterbacks become kind of their own offensive coordinator in their careers. I think Manning specifically with that. Do you still need to be coached with where you're at in your career?
Yes, I mean, and I enjoy being coached. I think any player does. You love the conversations, the feedback, and I think any great player holds himself to a really high standard. So first you have to be very critical of your own performance, but it's always nice having a voice in there who's going to hold you accountable. And I think any player, especially an older player, they want that. You want that feedback and somebody holding you accountable, and somebody coaching you up.